I've slept for 30 minutes the whole entire night.
But I mean...
Hi guys, we're Izzy and Jake and we've been exploring India for the past 11 days, making as much content as possible to help you guys if you ever decide to come to India yourselves. Please like and subscribe and enjoy today's video.
So we stayed in the worst hotel possible in Agra, and we are now leaving after one night after meant to be staying here for 5 nights. I've slept for 30 minutes the whole entire night. Stay tuned because we're going to tell you much more about this place as soon as we leave the place so we don't get killed. And where else?
We just checked into our new hotel room and oh my god, it's so much better. It's not like right in the centre of Agra, it's probably about 10 minutes from the Taj Mahal drive, but so worth it. I mean,
I'm so excited.
The bed is so much better. I think my hands are shaking because I'm so warm. Look how big the bathroom is. Oh my god, anything feels big compared to what we were just in. Hi guys, so we've officially settled in our new hotel room now. You kind of saw a bit earlier in the video the kind of hassle we've had up until now. It's been a very long morning.
The longest.
Yeah.
So where we left off was from Jaipur. The rest of Jaipur was brilliant. You know, the hotel was fantastic. The people there were amazing. You know, as we mentioned before, they were really good. We left a really good review online. And then we left to get the bus to Delhi. It was very easy to get to.
The actual bus itself was okay. We had a little bit of drama trying to find where the bus was. We literally got on the bus about 4 minutes before it was supposed to depart because we couldn't find where
exactly it was supposed to be.
Yeah, because it's quite vague instructions, so we were waiting in one bit and it was only until we asked the people at the ticket stand and they were like, oh no, it's around the corner, so we went around there and we saw it.
People were telling us before we got on the bus, but with India, you really, it's judgmental. You don't know who to trust and who do not trust because a lot of people just after your money, and then a lot of people might actually generally be nice people who generally want to help. So, you know, someone was telling us it's around the corner, but being is you're like, nah, we'll just stay here. This is where all the buses are going through because we didn't know if you wanted to buy something off them or stuff. So it's really hard in that sense of you don't know who to trust and whatnot. So we got on the bus. I wasn't sat next to Isabel. We had different seats, which is a bit of a nightmare because we had a spare seat. So I was sitting on the end of the aisle, Izzy was sitting on the first row.
So when I was booking them, they were the only 2 seats left available to book. And then the entire time we were on there, no one was sitting next to either of us.
But we didn't want to sit next to each other just in case someone come up.
Did get
it's
on.
like the awkward kind of, you're in my seat and you're like, oh yeah, I've got to walk over.
And it was 5 hours, so we were like, oh, we could have sat next to each other the entire time.
I downloaded Football Manager, which is the best way to kill time in the whole entire world. Best £3.99 I've ever spent in my whole entire life. Off that full bus, I got Ipswich to the Premier League. I got relegated from the Premier League. Life is good. Life was good. So
we could have sat next to each other, but the actual bus ride was so smooth. 5 hours, like I said, from Jaipur to Agra. And then in probably the last half an hour we were on the bus, it started to pour it down with rain, like so bad that the streets were flooding. I'll probably insert a clip here, but it was very, very deep water. People on motorbikes, like their feet were just full on getting soaked. And then, so when we had to get off the bus and it was pouring down with rain, we literally just hopped on the first tuk-tuk that we saw.
Yeah, you probably overcharged a little bit, but when you're in the torrential rain, you don't care how much it costs. I mean, we paid an extra £1, you know, like we assume we've been overcharged, so but like it's 200 rupees, and we're like, oh yeah, we've been overcharged. It's literally £2. In England, that would get you literally from like nowhere to nowhere. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't pay for anything. Yeah, not even like a 2-minute journey.
Yeah, so we got the tuk-tuk, and the hotel that we'd booked, we obviously booked them all in advance. The hotel we booked was called Hotel Sunny Palace.
Yeah.
We basically booked it because the rooftop view is literally just the Taj Mahal. Amazing view. Probably the only thing
that was
we would
say
that's good about it.
And the receptionist, you know, he was really good.
So we got there. The guy took us to our room right away. And as we were kind of looking around it, we were a bit like, oh, this is definitely going to be interesting. And then we went up to the rooftop and had some lunch, which was really nice.
Yeah, it was
the
really
guys
nice,
there were really nice.
Yeah, everything was nice. All the stuff was,
but wasn't really cheap. Obviously, when you've got a view of the Taj Mahal, they do up the prices a bit more. But the food was really good,
but the room was absolutely horrible.
We went back down.
Like, we're not one to complain. Like, I've worked I was an assistant manager in a hotel. Izzy was a restaurant manager in a hotel. We understand what people are like to complain, and we're not that type of people. But this circumstance, we really had to because I'm sure Izzy's going to insert a video of the room itself, but it was horrible. There's no air conditioning. It was like 40 degrees inside the room.
For starters, the size of the actual room was probably like the size of the bed that I'm looking at right now. Like,
yeah, literally.
It literally, as soon as you went in through the door, which you could actually bolt shut from the other side, which was a really weird feeling because it felt like someone could just lock us in our room. But as soon as you went through the door, the bed was just right in front of you. There was like a tiny little corner that we had to just put all our bags in. We basically didn't get anything out of our bags because you just don't even want to do anything like that. And then, so literally there was like probably like a 1.5 foot gap around the bed, and then like a door with a bathroom that literally was probably like 3 feet by 2 feet. That's me being generous.
It was fucking horrible.
And then it was just like a toilet with a toilet seat hanging off it, and like this massive bucket full of water, and like just a tap above it. I didn't even see a shower head. Not that I was gonna shower in that bathroom, but I didn't even see a shower head. As Jake said, no air conditioning, just a fan that was literally just blowing the already hot air in the room, around the room.
And it was so loud, so like...
all the taps dripped. There was like a little sink on the wall, wasn't it? And it dripped all night.
So I literally
Jake
slept
didn't sleep
for
at
about 15 minutes or something the whole entire night. So I woke up like this morning like
ready to fight.
Friday the 30th, like the worst feeling in the entire world. And I just asked Izzy, I was like, Izzy, we're going to have to find a new hotel. Even if we don't get a refund, we're going to have to...
Because we initially booked it for 5 nights, and it was £9 a night. So
Which is nothing. I know you're going to be reading this and be like, oh yeah, it's nothing. But it's not the point if we're staying there for 5 days. We stay in the hotel a lot.
The one we're staying at now is also...
cheaper?
It's £8 a night. So they definitely upped the price because it's the view of the Taj Mahal.
Rooftop, yeah.
Although we're only speaking from experience of the room we were in. They could have had nicer. He did actually offer to upgrade us for free in the end.
But where the room was, where he was going to put us, is beside the restaurant.
So it would have been really
It would have just
loud.
been noisy. So we just said...
And it was still really unclean and not great. I think the only thing because initially he was going to charge us an extra 1,000 rupees a night. So
Which
it would
is
have
£10.
It would have gone from £9 a night to £19 a night, basically, just to have an air-conditioned room. And because that wasn't the only issue for us with it, we decided to just book a whole new hotel completely. It was nice to have the one night with the view.
Yeah, have a meal in the restaurant and stuff with the view of the Taj Mahal.
But
good.
the novelty of that wasn't worth staying
it wore
for
off
5 nights.
after.
It's not like we were just there for 2 nights, we were there for 5, so we got a new one. And we're now in a place called Hotel Sahib's Lighthouse. It was probably about a 10-minute drive from the hotel we were in the tuk-tuk. So we're not too far from it, but we're obviously not in walking distance now to the Taj Mahal, which is literally the only downside to this hotel. But this one is just, it's so much nicer.
As soon as I walked in, it was just like, that was absolutely like amazing. Izzy's going to insert a video of what this hotel actually looks like, and it's literally the nicest one we've stayed in.
It's got a rooftop with a pool on.
Yeah, swimming pool and stuff, and it's really nice. All the stuff
properly
here,
air
again.
conditioned, the staff's all nice.
The bed's a queen bed.
And like Jake said, we're really not usually people to complain, but we couldn't have.
I couldn't have stayed in there.
Especially when there's not that much to really see in Agra. Like, you're literally going for the Taj Mahal, which
that.
we didn't realise. When we booked the 5 nights in Agra, we didn't realise that basically...
So we'll probably spend a lot of time in the hotel. And so this is why this hotel is just amazing. We've got so much space, there's television, there's...
And that's why the other one was so bad, because we knew we were going to spend a bit of time in there, and the
coffee facilities, like stuff like the swimming pool, the stuff are really nice. There's a restaurant, everything's there.
The air conditioning.
Yeah, and it's freezing in here, which is amazing.
You actually don't mind being in the bathroom, whereas the one in that other one was, oh my god,
it was awful.
I held in so many wheeze because I didn't want to go to the toilet in that.
I held in so many poos as well.
So gross.
But now we're here. Agra itself is a very, the best way to put this, a very dirty city.
That's how someone explained. That's how one of the hotel owners explained it to us.
There's a lot of rubbish on the floor. There's a lot of potholes, just rubbish everywhere.
We were so surprised, considering that the Taj Mahal is it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, one of the biggest tourist attractions in India, and that's why we were so surprised to see the kind of state around it.
I never understand why, big, as you said, one of the 7 wonders. Why is it never in the capital. It doesn't make sense to me of why is it not in the
Sure.
capital with the busiest place. You know, the everyone flies to Delhi. Like I've just
For
never
example,
understood that.
like the Colosseum is in Rome, which is the capital of Italy.
Yeah.
We've got like the Big Ben in England, which is the capital
In London,
which is the
Stuff
capital
like
of
Paris,
England.
the Eiffel Tower
Yeah.
in Paris, the capital. I just never understand that. But
It is
you know,
strange, yeah.
it is a bit weird when you think about it. But we're in this hotel now. We're happy.
Oh, yeah.
We're happy. I've had a nap.
We're
I feel
going to the
refreshed.
Taj Mahal tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're not really sure what else we plan on doing in Agra. We leave on the 4th of July, so we've got another 3 full days here. So we're obviously going to go to the Taj Mahal tomorrow. We've heard that Agra Fort is really nice to check out.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
But because we're in such a nice hotel now, we don't mind if we have to spend some time around here. I mean, we've got a pool, which we're definitely
Yeah,
going to
we're
make the
gonna
most
swim pool.
of.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's So yeah, I think we wanted to do this video to show that like it's okay to leave. Oh, we didn't say, but the guy refunded us the money. So
Yeah.
in the hotel that we left and we only stayed there for a night, he actually refunded us for the 4 nights that we weren't there. And initially I didn't think he would refund us anything. I kind of said to him, I was like, oh, because we're giving you, I was like, oh, because we're not giving you 24 hours notice for tonight, we
Charges
don't
for-
mind
yeah.
losing out 2 nights, but we would like to try and get 3 nights of the money out of the 5. And he was like, oh, I'll give you the 4 nights, because obviously we stayed in 1 night, so we understand why
Which
we
is
paid
so
that.
nice of him.
And he was so lovely.
he-
We tipped him because
we
he
tipped him
just,
quite a
yeah.
large amount just to say
Probably
thank
because
you.
we know what it feels like working in the hotel industry, that we know that it's like when you're getting complaints, it can be such a pain. Some
Yeah.
people can be really rude. We were being said as we were like, you've not done anything wrong, it's not your fault. I had like the boss of like the owner of the hotel messaging me on WhatsApp being like, we can give you the upgrade for free, and then I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad saying no to people, but we needed to.
Yeah, we need to go. And I'm so happy we got in there. Like
Yeah.
literally, I'm on top of the world now. This room's absolutely lovely, lovely facilities, lovely place. Just onwards and upwards, isn't it?
Yeah. So the next time you probably see us will be in Japan. Well, after the Taj Mahal video we're going to do, because we definitely want to vlog that because
Yes.
it's going to be so amazing.
It's one of the 7 wonders and
Cross
whatnot.
fingers.
And then we'll be in Tokyo the next
Yeah,
time
I'm going
you
to be
hear us.
turning 22 in Tokyo.
22 in Tokyo, so I'm going to take her out for a nice meal, everything like that. Happy days. And you will. And you will be hearing the Teriyaki Boys song. So if you wanna come in,
we're hoping that
come in,
Tokyo
live in
Drift
Tokyo.
is on the movies on the plane, because
Yeah,
that's going to be really
It's
funny.
absolutely, even though it's Izzy's least favourite Fast and Furious, it's
Oh,
my
don't.
favourite Fast and Furious.
Worst one. Anyway, well,
And on that video, I'm going to end this video right now because we're going to argue about the Fast and Furious now. See you
please
later.
like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.